What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roblox Talk. I want to discuss since all these coaching firings and everything's been going on, a lot of people have their opinions of even Todd Bowles should have gone. I mean, he did terrible in his first year with a great roster, loaded roster, still went below 500, 8-9. His career as a head coach is terrible with the Jets. It is what it is. Get rid of him. So I want to kind of discuss why he shouldn't be fired, why he should have more of a, I guess, leniency or more of a rope than what Byron Leftwich has, which to me, we'll go on more and discuss that. But looking at Todd Bowles, look when he had the opportunity to take over as head coach. So that's what you can see here. When did Bruce Arians step down? You can see March 30th. So today is January 25th. So you're talking 2 more months, and then Todd Bowles took over the job. So it's not like he had any opportunity to find his guys. These are Bruce Arians' guys. This is Bruce Arians' offense that Leftwich took over. So technically, Todd Bowles is fixing Bruce Arians' mess. So you can't really get mad entirely at Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles controls the defense only. And he's the defensive coordinator and head coach. He's relying on the guy that calls the plays on offense to handle that situation. Clearly, that wasn't happening. So he's understanding that. He fired the entire offensive staff besides the O-line coach and the run game coordinator. Think about that. Everyone else is gone. He's cleaning house. He's wanting to make it his team now, not Bruce Arians' team. You got to give him some merit for that. It's actually pretty cool that he's doing that. But again, a lot of people, when you're losing, all hell breaks loose. A lot of people even touch on his reasons for not taking timeouts, not going for it in certain down and distances. A lot of that is also the offensive play caller, but it's him too, knowing, trusting. I trust more in my defense than I trust of my offense. So I wanted to bring up March 30th as a big point because a majority of the coaches will be hired before that time. So there's not like he had a better option to go look for. Whether he did like Byron Leftwich or not, that's way late in the game, and that's right before. Guess what? Yeah, the draft came a month later. So he had literally 30 days to know I'm head coach. I'm not necessarily looking at only my guys for defense. I got to prep for the whole team and be ready to draft someone in 30 days. So he had an accelerated process to becoming the head coach of the Buccaneers. So another thing I wanted to look at was I'm going to touch on what Peter Report said. Peter Report, huge source for anything to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, we follow them, we talk with them all the time. They're awesome. Um, but I want to touch on some of the things they talked about with Todd Bowles and Leftwich and how there was a rift between them and just coaches not communicating well with each other. So I'll let them take it over and then we'll discuss this later.
There has been a high level of dysfunction. I can report this now inside the building, especially between the coaches. Todd Bowles blew his top on Byron Leftwich. Run the ball, run it. He even put a number on it, and I'm not going to tell you what number that was, but the Bucs didn't hit it very often. So, what did Byron Leftwich do? Well, I'm going to run the ball first on first downs early on in the game, and I'm going to check the box. Ran the ball, right? So the first down runs, were those the right play calls, or was that just to appease the head coach who said run the ball? All right, Todd, here's your run out of the way. Here's another run, checking the box. I don't know Byron's motivation, but I do know there was a directive in place that he needed to run the ball more.
That's nuts, right, guys? I mean, eh, and that's stuff that we were talking about on the show, on our live streams, and just in weekly recaps. I'm like, what's going on? Everything is dictated, or just literally, you can guess what it's going to be. First down run. Keeps on the field. It's going to be a run. It's going to be to this side because that's where they're bunching towards. Us as casual fans could see it. Other teams could see it as well. So to me, that was Leftwich just writing on the wall. He should have been fired immediately. He's been doing this for years, not just this year. A lot of people may fight me on that, but it's true. There was always sputtering on the offensive side of the ball. They were relying on the defense to keep them in the game. This year, they didn't have the talent that was AB, Gronkowski, Ali Marpet retiring, Jensen going out early. They lost Kappa. The continuity in the offensive line wasn't there. A lot of pieces left. I mean, and you had to be a coach to coach. And that's what Todd Bowles was saying at these bad times. The coaches got to coach, the players got to play. We got to do a better job in coaching these guys. He said this week after week to credit Byron Leftwich week in, week out. He said this that the coaches got to do better. Guess what? They didn't. I mean, the defense can only do so much. There's got to be complementary football. And I can agree with him that he's saying that there was just not a good communication between head coach and offensive coordinator, or just coaches in general, because nothing ever changed. And to those that said he should have been fired for not making the change mid-season at the bye week, I agree with you. I was like, holy crap, this is all on top bowls, this is bullshit. Like, you can't keep going on with this crap that you've just seen. I don't care if they just barely won games because of Tom Brady's heroics by winning the end of the Rams game and just barely inching to get victories. The Carolina Panthers game and the Steelers game was writing on the wall, like, get rid of them. But they kept going on. Why? I'll give reason for that. Todd Bowles, like I said, you saw the March 30th, BA steps down. Who else was there to put in there? I always thought, okay, what if Leftwich did leave over the offseason? Who are they going to put in? Maybe it was because BA was still the head coach, and he's like, oh, well, I'll have one of my guys. Maybe Todd Bowles truly didn't trust in these guys. Maybe he did see how archaic their offense was. And then even I was reading on Pewter Report yet again, great source. They said that Todd Bowles was telling the offensive coordinators and offensive coaches to look into the college film, look into college games to find more more ways to kind of move the ball to get this creative offense going, because this offense that we're running is still too old. We needed to adapt or die. And guess what? They died. So, I mean, other than that, Todd Bowles, this is your time to shine. This is make it or break it. This offensive coordinator you're going to hire is going to be the guy that either everyone can shut their mouth and say, holy crap, he made a good decision. The defense is sound. He's making good decisions here, left and right. Because a lot of the decisions are complementary things. Like, if your offense was doing that well, yes, he would probably go for it more often. Or, but he trusted more in his defense. So this is a huge decision for Todd Bowles. If he makes a good hire as offensive coordinator, brings younger minds in for the QB coach, wide receiver coach, and all throughout the offensive side, I could see this not being good just for this year, but for moving forward and him holding on to this job. And hopefully, for a Tampa fan, there's continuity in the head coach and just coaching system in general, and we can have good years going forward. If he messes this up, this could be a whole bad times again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's hope the first one, not the latter, because I've gotten enough of that throughout my years as a Buck fan. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Who's should he stay? Should he go? I mean, we'll talk about reasons why he should have been gone too in another video. But let us know down below in the comment section. Is Todd Bowles your coach moving forward? Are you going to back him, or should he be fired just along with Byron Leftwich? And with that said, until the next one.